This Christmas, you're cordially invited to revisit a classic story with a very modern perspective.
Humbug.
For generations, Ebenezer Scrooge was characterized as the villain of the holidays, the cold-hearted miser, the joyless grump, the man who ruined Christmas.
Christmas is a very busy time for us, Mr. Cratchit. Spending the mortgage money on frivolities.
But that was before groceries doubled, rent prices skyrocketed, and happiness started coming with a payment plan.
Harvest time for the moneylenders.
But Scrooge lived within his means. He heated only one room, walked to work, packed his lunch, and always paid with cash instead of credit. And in today's economy, that's not cruelty, that's called common sense.
If they'd rather die, then they'd better do it and decrease the surplus population.
After all, generosity always feels great until the bill arrives. And one man's known that all along.
And how does one celebrate Christmas on the unemployment line?
Now experience the heartwarming story you thought you knew through the lens of now. Because sometimes saying bah humbug is what financial literacy sounds like.
If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be cooked with his own turkey.
It's the brand new TV movie event that flips A Christmas Carol on its head.
One might say that December is the foreclosure season.
Reality Check Pictures presents Ebenezer Scrooge, a modern hero. Rated R for really realistic.
You keep Christmas in your own way, and let me keep it in mine.
Because there's nothing heartless about preparing for the future.
Humbug.
Hey, you gonna be cool to do this, or are you too tired?
I'm too tired.
I'm too tired.
I am too tired.
You sure you're not too tired?
No, I don't think so. I'm too tired.
There's lots more if you're not too tired.
Seems to me like you guys just sit around all day talking on the radio.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
3, 2, 1.
Blah, blah, blah. We do. We sit around, we talk on the radio, and talk to you. Mike is a little limp this morning. Could be the cold. Did you just get out of the pool? So be it. We'll just put it right there. Hey, debuting a new Wes Grable original. I got the card right here for easy reference. Bam! Wheezy's Tied Up and Twisted. You world's greatest tie-dye. You're like, really? Yes, I said really. Order yours today. I'll be delivering. I'm hand delivering. This is the kind of guy I am. I am hand delivering tie-dye. We're just going to stick it up here if it's going to be limp dick like that. That's annoying. Hand delivering a Wheezy's Tied Up and Twisted original to Kara on Friday, Saturday, whenever she's coming to Funky Butt. I will have it there, and I will make sure not to get anything on it. But this is a new one. And you're like, oh, is it all black and white, Darren? No, it's colored too. It's got pshoom colors. It's a very, it's the feminine pow, right? Giant V on my chest. But anyway, I think it's cool. I love it. And I thank you, Wes, for it. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It is 7:34. We're 4 minutes into the show. Starting it off, talking about Ebenezer Scrooge is probably a good economic choice to go that route. Ho, ho, ho. We got some smarter than a fifth grader today. I'm going to do that. I'm doing a match the mouth, too. We're going to test your, quote, knowledge metal. I'm just going to guess what celebrity said it kind of thing. I'm not feeling that great today, I'll be completely honest. And it's my own undoing. We had a private single last night that I emceed, and we got done with that, but it was catered by Spec, which Spec here is Gabriele Ruggieri. He is an Italian chef and cooks up some awesome stuff. And it was lasagna and like these balls, fried ball thingies, and like all kinds of good stuff. And I'm like, all right, load up a plate, Darren. Okay, cool. I'll take some leftovers home and eat dinner. So I did, but it was like 9 o'clock, and I had leftover lasagna and a couple other things, and then I went to bed. And I should not have eaten right before I went to bed because I sat on that shit. And I got up this morning, and because I don't eat like that, and it was not digesting well, and I slept with it and just heavy and kind of a little pukey this morning. Also, a lot of sinus congestion on top of it, just not good. So, hey, Alicia, you have risen. Hallelujah. You may not have risen, but you are among the digital living, so I'm glad to have you here. I hope you're feeling a little better. I hope you get some respite from your oppressive state. I think I will be fine because I shouldn't have been a fat ass and eaten a bunch of lasagna right before bed. I took a little Zofran this morning to make sure I didn't like vomit on channel here. So, doing my best. But this too shall pass. Probably literally later when it digests. It is Wednesday. We made it there. So cheers to that. And here's the wild thing, and we'll let this be Stone Richard's thing later, you know. He's just the weather lord and all. But it's going to be like warm today. And I say warm relatively speaking. In August, this would be, ooh, burr. Because it's been this cold snap and we've been dealing with these terrible Minnesota-esque temperatures, 55, 50 degrees, that sounds pretty damn warm. So I am wholeheartedly hoping to get out on the one wheel today. Yeah, Zofran, they gave it to me. I went back on, I did two things. I started some testosterone shots, and I went back on the weight loss shot, but a different weight loss shot, mainly because I miss the focus and clarity part of it and the kind of throwing food out of my chain. Like, I've been eating okay with it, but it's been fall beers. It's been kicking my ass. I probably put 10 pounds on a beer fat. So I'm going to get rid of that. But went back on these things, and they give you Zofran because if you do like this, because it slows your digestive tract down and everything else, and you eat too much shit and you go to bed, then you're going to feel like crap. So you have Zofran so you don't puke in public. You puke in private. But when Layla was little, we kept it around. She'd get upset stomach on a relatively regular basis, I guess. So we used to keep Zofran around. Zofran. It sounds like the machine in the movie Big, right? The Zoltar. Go ask the Zofran for your future. Will I vomit today? Clink. No, I will not vomit. Thank you, Zofran. It's Wednesday. We're fast and furious into the holiday season. We'll drop a show on you Friday, and then we're going to call it quits till after Christmas, after New Year's. We'll hit in season 7 come January. I'm going to make some changes to it. One thing is I will be changing locations for the morning show. I'm still gonna keep it at this rate in current scheme of things. I'm going to keep it same time Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I'm going to move it out of the Real Rock studio in the mornings. And we'll talk more on that later. But I'm going to be in a different spot. So I probably will get rid of this green screen and just have a wall with some shit on it behind me, which will be nice because the green screen, albeit this was a cheap Amazon green screen purchase, and it's held up pretty well. Like, it bangs the counter over here and over here, and it's shredded the green off of the frame. Like, there's bare frame on the sides, but you can't see it. It's a green screen. But if I bring it in here, you can see it's a little shreddy down here. So, but it's served me well. I'd say a year on a cheap-ass Chinese Amazon prize, Temu, wherever the hell I got it. I'll give it props. Today is nothing else but National Maple Syrup Day. And it feels kind of gross as an American to have a National Maple Syrup Day. I know you're producing maple syrup in the New England states. Vermont, God bless you for your maple syrup. But let's be honest. When you think maple syrup, you think Canada. Right? I think about Canada when I think about maple syrup. Mainly my friend Chris Matthews. Because he's just sweet as syrup. But I think about Canada. So it's National Maple Syrup Day. America, celebrate it by getting some actual maple syrup from your local producers. I don't know that there's anybody producing maple syrup. I know that Meyer Horse Tree Farms, they had some maple syrup a few years ago. It's a nice little short jug. But actual real maple syrup, good stuff. And if you get it, and you know what's amazing to me is people who try maple syrup, actual maple syrup for the first time, they're like, this isn't what I expected. No, it's because you've been on Aunt Jemima's high fructose corn syrup bullshit. That's not maple syrup. Maple flavored syrup, that's like taking a cow tank full of water and telling the cows, it's spit flavored. It's spit flavored water. Okay? It's not maple syrup. That's an abomination. It's time for your TIQ. But that's it. It's just maple syrup day. There's no other, there might be, but my calendar did not present any other bullshit for today. You guys are here early. You get the TIQ bonus time. How about that? Today's TIQ. That's bold, not paste, dipshit. 80% of kids will eat this during Christmas, but only 15% of adults will. What is it? Today it's brought to you by Wibb's Drive-In. It could be Wibb's Drive-In, but I would think more adults are going to eat some Wibb's Drive-In given the opportunity. I'll take a hot outside. So good. Wibb's, thank you, Wibb's. Yeah, Virginia has maple syrup. For Sherple. And I always say maple syrup because was it who sang that song? Was it Roger Miller that said maple syrup in a song? There's an old honky tonk country singer way back in the day, but had maple syrup. And he said syrup, and it's always stuck with me my entire life, and I love saying syrup. Candy canes, gingerbread, fruitcake, walnut, and oranges. That's an interesting guess, That's a kind of a classic Christmassy vibing food there, walnuts and oranges. That kind of comes together. No, none of those are right, but good guesses. Good guesses. I thought I heard Serple. You did. You heard the calling of the National Maple Syrup Day. Lifesavers. I put Lifesavers in my own stocking in honor of my grandpa. Growing up, I always got my grandpa the Lifesavers little book. You know the one I'm talking about where you open it up and there's rolls on both sides and you feel so rich because you've got so many Lifesavers and so many choices. Should I have a butterscotch? Oh, I don't know. I have an important meeting. Let me grab the mints. Okay, the Lifesaver book. So I gave myself a Lifesaver book. That's going to be my sugar for the year. Dang me, they ought to get a rope and hang me higher than the highest tree. Woman, won't you weep for me? Was that the one? Was that the song? Was it Dang Me? I'll give you bonus points for that. Just for that. That's a good song. So I like the chocolate oranges. I never really had a chocolate orange until like last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember when it was. You know what I'm talking about? The one's about the size of a tennis ball, and you kind of crack it on the counter, and that makes the orange slices fall apart, which I love just for the sheer tactility of that and the ASMR considerations. I like that. Little orange segments. And orange chocolate tastes pretty good to me. I like it. And they have them like with different flavors now. They don't bastardize that. It's the classic orange chocolate orange. Chocolate orange, orange chocolate. I don't know. It's up for grabs. Glue. No, but good guess. Boogers. Everybody wants to guess boogers. 80% of kids will eat this during Christmas, but only 15% of adults will. Let's move past the booger reference, Darren. Jesus, it's too early and you're nauseated. Now nauseating. We're changing suffixes. Hey, guess what? It's it's birthday time. Get that shit out of town. That's not right. What are you doing? Bring in the spaceman. Thank you. God bless. You think you get a good intern producer that can handle this shit, but then you realize it's just yourself. Chocolate oranges. That's a good guess. Not it. The raspberry option is also yummy. I've not tried the raspberry option. Now, that one I would consider because I like raspberries and chocolate. Matter of fact, one of my favorite things to make in raspberry season, I've spoken and shared, I believe, the recipe for my blackberry custard pie. It's delicious. But what you always end up with leftover custard, right? And so what I do is I take one of my little Corningware dishes and fill it about halfway to 3/4 full. Put some blackberries in there, obviously, and then you pour it over the blackberries, and then you put some chocolate chips in that bitch, and you bake it just like the pie. No crust. You don't need the crust. That's extra. You don't need that. Just bake that tort. And then you got chocolate raspberry tort that's floofed, and it's just a perfect little, like almost a mousse texture, and you're like, oh my God. It's so good. It's terrible for you, but it's delicious. My house is my berry picking spot, Leisha. About 10 years ago or so, a buddy of mine down south of us here in Oran, I got some starts from him. He dug, and these are thornless blackberries. And he dug some starts for me, and I got them going. And now, over the last 10 years, I think this year I picked like 3.5 gallons. Last year I picked almost 6 gallons. It was insane last year. This year we had a lot of earlier blackberries, and then it was kind of dried out. But yeah, that's my spot. the tears of their enemies. That's a good guess. That's what I'm shooting for. But I love it. I absolutely do. And honest to God, when I come in here in the mornings during the summer, I go outside, I feed the little neighborhood cats, and I go to my blackberry bush. I pick a handful of blackberries, and that's my breakfast. I grew up in the sticks. I drank from the hose. I don't give a shit if there's a bug crawling on it. I literally will pick it, blow cooties off if there is something crawling on it, and then and if one of them's inside it, guess what? Extra protein. Sorry, bug. Thank you for your sacrifice. But yeah, I made some blackberry wine, and I'm actually getting ready to pull and bottle. I got to go get, I cracked my drawing tube. I cracked my drawing tube so it doesn't seal. And so I can't use that easy mode, and I need to go get a new one. Christmas cookies. That's a good guess. But yeah, I do love the blackberries. So blackberry torte with chocolate chips. I may have to try the blackberry orange this year, Jeannie. I may have to go a little off the rails. Wow, crazy for Christmas. Good morning, Dennis. It's time to start the day. Look at that. Speak of the devil. Here I am in my brand new, as previously mentioned, Wes Graber original, Wheezy's Tied Up and Twisted in the Heezy, Fasheezy, Wheezy. And now you're here. Hey, fudge. Fudge is a good guess. Not it. TIQ guesses 80% of kids will eat this during Christmas, but only 15% of adults will. And as adults, what do you think that you ate more of as a kid that you don't eat at Christmas anymore? Like the childish things have been put away, and now I'm an adult. Fuck all that. I don't eat all the kid things. Nope, too late, Dennis. I had already guessed that one. Quite glossingly just shiny boogers. Gross. But it is birthday season. Happy birthday to one of my new friends. I met her when I went down to Fort Worth for Justin's mom's funeral, and she was one of their friends, and now she's my friend. And DeJuan Falk, happy birthday to you. It has been a long year for you, I know, and I wish you a very happy birthday. I hope you have a great day, and who knows, maybe we'll see you soon. I'd love to take the fam down to Texas to visit you guys, all get everybody down there instead of just old Darren. But happy birthday to DeJuan. I hope you have a great day. Happy birthday to Nicole McFarland. Hope your Wednesday birthday is humptastic. Damn, Dennis coming with the trifecta. Like, Dennis is like, I could spear you, or I could use this pitchfork and just get it all at once. No, and no. It is Marissa Essner's birthday today. Marissa, happy birthday. Marissa is part of our Catfish crew, OGs, and she is also a huge supporter of Cape Tigers and SEMO, and her husband are just one of the cutest damn couples on this side of the Mississippi. Marissa, a happy birthday. I know you will be celebrated today. Ty is going to rub your feet and probably paint your nails. Cheers. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Sean Gunn. Sean Gunn is a rocker. He kind of connected with me once I started the morning show here. Sean, happy birthday, dude. Jonna Trower McClard. Jonna's birthday is today. Jonna is a lovely lady who, for whatever reason, married Zane, but it worked out for her. Amazing kids, and you got Zane. I mean, that's money. But more importantly, it's your birthday today. So if they don't celebrate you properly, let me know, and I will chastise them publicly. Eggnog. That's a good guess. Fruitcake. Nope. Good morning, Troy. Lorraine. No. That's a good guess, but not it. Oh. You know, I wish it would show tags instead of just things that get put in. That's funny how that works. It's Isaac Patswitz's birthday today. Happy birthday, Isaac. Hope everybody you see gives you a high five. And by that, I mean like $5 up in the air. Joseph Maxey, say happy birthday to Joseph. Happy birthday to Allie Brown. Allie, hope you have a great day. It is Jason Smith's birthday today. Jason's profile picture is a picture of a doggo. And such a good doggo. But it's not Jason. Jason's a good boy, though. Happy birthday, Jason, and your doggo. Stacy Detloff Creech is celebrating her birthday today. Stacy is 38. Somehow Dave is like 56, and Stacy's 38. It's amazing. Happy birthday, Stacy. The roast beast. I would say more than 15% of adults are consuming the roast beast. Pancakes or waffles? Good guess. Ham. Not it. Not it. I probably ate more ham as a kid than I do as an adult. I'm not a big ham guy. I like cured ham. And it's just because it's absolutely salty. And a happy birthday to Matt Waldron, who I will now claim as one of the most patient people I know, who has been waiting on me to send him some Cape Catfish Championship gear that's literally sitting in my house. And I got to pack it up and mail it off. I'm an asshole. Matt, happy birthday today. I will make it a point today to pack up and send that shit off. You know, there's shipping's hardly anything's going in the mail these days. It'll get there quick. But, dude, I hope you have a happy birthday. And thank you for waiting on me forever. And he's going to send me some cool stuff, too. We're going to swap out some sports memorabilia stuff. I got some extra SEMO shit that I'm going to throw in there, too, for you. God dang it. We're going to box it up. Gotta box it up. Yeah. Hot chocolate is a good guess. Not it. This is kind of a hot chocolate. I got a little squirt of sugar-free mocha in the old frosty coffee this morning. I say frosty because it's like a frost blend or something. It's hot coffee. It's Manny Pacquiao's birthday today. Manny is 47. It's also Mila Jovovich. And she's 50 today. Mila, happy 50th. You know Mila Jovovich? If you like Resident Evil, she was Alice in Resident Evil. If you watch The Fifth Element, she was Multipass. And she's kind of a smoke show. So happy birthday to Mila Jovovich. 50's looking nifty. Welcome to the club. Vodka. Nope, not it. Although those holiday parties where your parents would just kind of like let you go, you discover things. Sweet potato with the tiny marshmallows. Oh, that is good stuff. That is good stuff. Not it. Good guess. Good guess. I got to check that one out, Alicia. I am unfamiliar. So happy birthday to Mila. Happy birthday to Giovanni Ribisi, who is 51 today, along with Sarah Paulson, who is 51. Laurie Holden, who played Andrea on The Walking Dead, or Andrea. I don't know how you said it. I never watched The Walking Dead. She's 56 today. Still around. Still walking. Chuck Liddell, 56. Country star Tracy Byrd is 59 today. Director Pete Farrelly is 69. Air guitar for Pete. Peter Farrelly, 69. Now he'll start aging backwards because he had to turn around. Candy canes. That's a good guess. Not it. Director Peter Farrelly, happy birthday. Bill Pullman is 72. Eugene Levy is 79. And Ernie Hudson has made it to the big 8-0. Happy birthday, Ernie. Pizza. Hi, Tony. Good morning. Cranberries. Good guesses. Not it. I would have guessed cranberries. You know, I made some candied cranberries for Thanksgiving, and they were pretty good. But as I mentioned, you got to use better powdered sugar than I did. So if I do them again, I got to get better powdered sugar. But I won't do them again now that I'm on the shot. That would fuck me up too, like this lasagna shit this morning. Man, it's like as soon as I woke up, I was just like, do I get up today? As soon as I get vertical, this shit's going to get ugly. And it did for a little bit. Fudge, cookies all day. But not today. Not the TIQ we're looking for. So happy birthday to you and many more. This Friday is my radio boss's birthday, Mike Rennick. How old's Mike going to be? Mike is young. He's like 22 now. No. I actually don't know how old Mike is. Is this going to be his 50? I know he's younger than me. He's closer to Carrie's age, I think. So I don't think he's quite to 50 yet. Maybe this is 46. I have to find out. I'll message his wife because I don't know if he'll tell me. On this date in 1791, the first one-way street was created. That sounds really stupid, doesn't it? I mean, you obviously had one-way streets where like a fat guy was walking through the alley and looked at somebody coming the other way and said, "You're on the wrong way, bruh." And then they had to leave. That was a one-way street. It just wasn't signage. But there you go. Stem cells, no. Interesting guess. 1892, the first issue of Vogue was published. Yeah, Vogue. It goes back to 1892. Strike a pose in Victorian gear. But Vogue, 1892. 1903, a very important date in the history of flight. Orville and Wilbur, they took their first successful man-powered airplane flights near Kitty Hawk in North Carolina. 1903. And here we are, 122 years later. flapping our arms hard as we can. Can't get off the ground. Bugs and worms. I triple dog dare you. Have you ever eaten a bug on purpose? Like, I'm sure we've all eaten bugs accidentally. You know, sleeping with your mouth open and something just flies in or crawls in. It happens. Or maybe you're riding a motorcycle and just right in the back of your throat. Been there. Caught a bee once. But I tried a worm when I was a kid. And you know why? Because of that book, How to Eat Fried Worms. That shit came out. I read that. I love that book. And I was like, you know, you're right. If you covered them with enough seasonings and stuff, it probably was my earliest foray into experimental cooking. Just throwing it out there. And if you count crawfish as a bug, even though they're aquatic, I eat the shit out of those. Mud bugs. Had you tried crickets and mealworms? Yeah, I've tried a cricket on purpose too. But it was like already, it wasn't like I caught a cricket and went, well, you're fucked. It was like one of those packaged, like dill flavored crickets or whatever, or like ranch. I think it was ranch crickets that my brother-in-law got me. Not that good. You know what the best bug I've ever eaten was ants. Because they had a little tart, tangy, like zing to them a little bit. Maybe it was what the ant had eaten. Maybe that ant had been on a ginkgo tree or something. But ants weren't bad. Troy! There it is. Oh, we're triple threatening it today because you, sir, have nailed the TIQ. It is snow. 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 80% of us as kids ate snow. 15% of us as adults are eating snow. What the hell is wrong with you people? Why are you not eating more snow? It's just frozen water. And then you make snow ice cream with it. Ah, it's the best. So there you go. Oh, yeah, for sure, Dennis. And saw it on Indiana Jones, remember? So that's your TIQ. Well done, Troy. Everybody give Troy a round of applause. And a hearty high five. Excuse me. All right, so good job. You know, my stomach feels better already. It must be the power of the groundabout coffee and a little bit of burping. Shrimp are the cockroaches of the sea, according to Aquaman. See, I think, yeah, lame adults indeed. I think, and the fact to me that 80% of kids that don't eat snow when they're kids, probably because they grew up in like Costa Rica or something. They never seen snow. So I'm 20%. 20% of kids in the world have never seen snow and had the opportunity to eat it. Everybody should eat snow. You guys, if you get snow this summer, make it a point, make some snow. And get that old school Smucker's blueberry syrup, like the fake syrup, but it's kind of a little bit watery. It works really good for the snow. And then you mix it. Oh, you get blueberry snow. Psh, take me back to my childhood. Yes, Lord. 1977, Elvis Costello got banned from Saturday Night Live. Elvis Costello, you rowdy son of a bitch. He was playing along singing Less Than Zero, doodle-doo-doo to Elvis Costello, and then he stopped and did Radio. Oh, shit. Controversial. And they said you're banned. Banned from Saturday Night Live. Broke his heart. If you got banned from SNL in 77, that would break your heart. That was a primetime performance venue. 1984, 10-year-old Darren was jamming it out. Run DMC gets certified gold for their self-titled debut album, Run DMC, making it the first rap album to be certified gold. Yep, milestones for hip-hop. Good job, Run DMC. Man, I did. I burned that tape out. My buddy Barry's sister had the vinyl, I think, and we would sneak in her room and listen to Prince records and Run DMC records. Love Costello. Nice. You know, Dennis, I'm not sure. I think, you know, those old school bands for things like that, and you think about even like 30 years ago, the things that were banned, is like now we're desensitized. Doesn't matter. It was on this date in 1989 that The Simpsons premiered for the first time. Ah, good show. 1994, number one hit in the land. Ini Kamazi, Here Comes the Hot Stepper. Murderer. I'm the lyrical youngster. Murderer. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. No, that was Shaggy. Still love it like that. Ini Kamazi, number one. Here come the Hot Stepper. Ba-na-na-na-na. 2000, San Francisco 49ers Terrell Owens caught an NFL record 20 passes for 283 yards and a touchdown against the Bears. Not really that historically important, but it was against the Bears. So, it gets mentioned. Lord of the Rings fans, raise your hands. How you doing? I haven't watched them in a long time. My kids have not been inducted into Lord of the Rings marathons yet. But it was on this date 22 years ago that Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King was released in theaters. 2003. Went on to win 11 Oscars. 11. That's awesome. And then 2013, Taylor Swift, who I hope stays on the right track so that someday, just like Dolly Parton, we can celebrate St. Taylor. I did not know that, Dennis. That's interesting. Here come the old stepper. Yeah, it's Fred. 2013, Taylor Swift saw that the Nashville Symphony was struggling financially. They weren't able to keep things up, sell tickets, pay the musicians, whatever they needed to do. So you know what Taylor did? She cut them a check. Here's $100,000. Go be the symphony. And good for you, supporting the arts. As an artist, you should support the arts. She could buy a $100,000 dress, and everybody would shit all over her, and she donates a $100,000 symphony. Nobody even talked about it. It's just terrible. Let's remember today, 12 years later, save the symphony. 2014, the United States and Cuba reestablished domestic diplomatic relations. I don't know why I said domestic. It's been 10 years. I haven't gotten my free Cuba cigars yet. What's going on? Come on, Trump. Aren't you supposed to be like getting all this free shit for us? I don't know. I want cigars. And last year, 1 year ago, and I guess I missed this one on my radar, but Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise crazy, and he's an incredible stunt guy for himself, right? Tom Cruise, pocket-sized Tom Cruise, but he does so much shit. He actually flew Navy jets. He actually climbed a fucking slid off his ass on El Capitan or whatever. He's done so many of his own stunts. These dude's nuts. But he's fucking Tom Cruise. Like, I gotta respect the guy that can be that indestructible and be older than me and still keep at it. So, a year ago, Tom Cruise received the Navy Distinguished Public Service Award for boosting the military with his various film roles. They said, dude, you've done such a good job of showing how badass the Navy is, especially the aviators. Thank you. Here's an award. That's cool. Good for you, Tom. And he actually got to fly a jet, though, man. Like, would you go let Tom Cruise, would you be Tom Cruise's co-pilot? I'd be his wingman. I'll be your wingman any day, weather boy. Weather lord. Sorry, I did it again. That's for behind the camera. Okay, weather time with Stone Richards, weather lord. Here come the old stepper. Where's my weather? There it is. Okay, good God. Can't wait for Christmas. You guys ready for Christmas? You know, our long-ended forecast for Christmas and New Year's right now, it's looking warm. Like right now, Christmas, mid-50s, New Year's, mid-50s. Like we're getting, there's no wood in here. But looking pretty decent today. Stone. Have at it. 36 degrees in downtown Cape right now. It's 56. Going to be sunny for the most part today. A little bit cloudy still out here this morning, but, that's going to clear out. And pretty calm winds. And then as we get to tonight, winds are going to pick up overnight. And we're going to move into a chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Overnight low tonight, about 47. Could see some 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts, though. So those of you with inflatables in your yard, go check your shit. Batten down the hatches, okay? It's important. You don't want Frosty blowing across East Jesus and you have to go find him out in another county. Makes a cool story, but only if you get video. So tonight, overnight, storms moving in. Tomorrow morning, expect showers, thunderstorms. About a 40-50% chance early. That's going to increase through the day. We're expecting showers afternoon. And windy conditions. It's going to be about 56 degrees by noon and then drop to like 47 by the afternoon. So it's going to be pretty warm with the rain, which is okay. Windy. 15-mile-an-hour winds. Could see some 30 to 40-mile-an-hour gusts tomorrow. and that's a 90% chance. So it's going to be a rainy Thursday. Thursday night, clearing out, low around 25. Whoosh, still blowing, but not as bad. And then Friday, calmer winds, sunny with a high near 40. The weekend outlook, mostly sunny with a high of 54 on Saturday. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 49. And then, yeah, like I said, next week, Monday, 48, Tuesday, 57. So right now, again, knock on cardboard. I even gave you sound effects. So there you go. That's your weather. And Stone's excited, I know, right? You planning a big trip this year or anything for the holidays? Stone has kids all over the world. Yeah. We're not going to talk about that era. But you see, he just kind of flips it up and goes has Christmas with whatever family, pleases him that year. Ladies and gentlemen, Stone Richards, Weather Lord. Cheerio, sir. Bracky bits. Bracky bits. All I want for Christmas is bracky bits. Mariah Carey says, all I want for Christmas is you. You know the song, right? I'm not going to put it in your head. It's already in your head. The second I said it, you heard that. Didn't you? All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey is now the longest running #1 song in Billboard chart history after extending its reign on the Hot 100 to 20 total weeks this year. It has sold more than 50 million copies worldwide, is certified 18 times platinum by the RIAA. 20 total weeks at #1 on the Billboard charts. How? Why? How? I mean, I don't hate the song, right? But I don't understand. What chart is it #1 on for 20 weeks? It's just now Christmas. Like, are you people in the middle of summer going, God damn, if I only had Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, we'd hit this home run. I don't want a life. And the Bluetooth speaker's cranked up, and then bam, home run, saves the day. Is this probably the most powerful song in the universe? No. Of course, we kind of just skipped over talking about Rob Reiner and his wife being killed by their son. This is tragic. Nick Reiner, the son, will be formally charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. With the special circumstances that the murders were committed together, his parents, filmmaker Rob Reiner, who we know, and his photographer wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, L.A. County District Attorney Nathan Hochman, and L.A. Police Chief Jim McDonnell announced the news at a press conference yesterday. It's just tragic. Just absolutely tragic. We're not going to go on some grand diatribe about this, but I'm just going to say that mental health is important, and it is one of those catalytic things. If your mental health is not in check, you are more susceptible to drug abuse, addiction, all the things that then escalate to this and escalate to this and escalate to this. And let the record show that you can try and you can help and you can do everything you can. Sometimes you can't. It's tough. Something else is kind of gross, but I mean, honestly, it's kind of a staggering achievement. Elon Musk, love him, hate him, I don't care. I'm not talking politics. Elon Musk has now become the first person ever worth $600 billion. $600 billion. $600 billion. $1 million is a shitload of money. That is so many millions and millions. What is it, 60,000 million? I don't remember. I don't do the math well. Decimal points are all over the place. $600 billion. So Elon Musk, should you see this? I have so many ideas. You can fund me. We'll talk. We're going to bring real hoverboards. If you don't land the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile driving gig that you've been aspiring for and have already applied for, you can always apply to Planters, by the way. Planters has a vehicle as well, the peanut people. They're looking for drivers for their Nutmobile. Yes, you heard me right. That's what they called it, the Nutmobile, with a capital N. So you can apply for that. Yeah, Dennis. Dennis, that is, a good comparison, context-wise. R&B legend Carl Carlton passed away over the weekend. I think it was Sunday when he passed away. 72 years old. If you don't know Carl Carlton off the top of your head, hits She's My Everlasting Love. She's Bad Mama Jamma is the one that I know the most because we play it in shades. Ba-doom, doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Ba-doom, doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. She's a bad mama jamma. Boom. Hi, hey. Talking about your mom. She's a bad mama jamma, though. Carl Carlton. R.I.P. Let's see. The unemployment rate in the U.S. has hit 4-year high, now at 4.6%. We're number one. According to NBC, Last Christmas has overtaken Mariah. God, I hope not, Woodard. I mean, Last Christmas, and by the way, I've done my best to give Whamageddon-free Christmas music on my shift on Mike FM. You're welcome, America. But I don't know, it's not a modern song, but I think the thing with Mariah is it's perpetuated on TikTok as well, right? Social media, you just hear the ding, 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 and then whoosh. And it's a perfect transitional sound music piece for, hot chicks in sweaters to do their little Christmas videos and be like, oh, look at my transitions, so good. Maybe so. I don't know. His uncles are Peyton and Eli. He is part of a football dynasty, and Arch Manning says he's going to stick around in college for another year. Good for him. Texas quarterback, by the way. The Obamas were actually scheduled to have dinner with Rob Reiner and his wife on Sunday night. And in the world of rehab, for what it's worth, Andy Dick has checked himself into another rehab facility. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone because, shit, it's 8:12. It's 8:12. How are we this far? God, we got hung up talking about something. I don't know. I wasn't really here. Fast walkers. Are you a fast walker or are you a slow walker? I'm kind of a, we pull up our pants in, do the rock away. I'm a little slower walker. Unless, I'm intentionally walking or it's cold as shit outside, I'm going to speed up. But, we used to make fun of, this is how white people walk, and this is how a brother walk. And it was always like the brother was always so drilling, and the white guy was uptight, and his butt was so tight, and he was walking like this. That was the jokes Eddie Murphy would make in the 80s, and we were like, ha, it's funny because it's true. He knows us. Okay, well, fast walkers, it's good for your health. A lot of people exercise by walking in a rapid state. So fast walkers, whether you're doing it intentionally for exercise or it's just the pace of your gait, there are certain traits that can be attributed to fast walkers, and we're going to talk about them. And this comes from Crystal Castagnaz. That's a cool name. Clinical director and clinical psychologist at Thrive Psychology Health Team, which sounds completely legitimate. Fast walkers tend to be extroverted. They may be more outward focused. They generally have higher activity levels, thrive in environments that keep them both physically and mentally challenged and engaged. Extroverts tend to move more, have more energetic body language. Like your spazzy Aunt Karen. Wah! She keeps knocking over the drinks at the table. A faster walk pace aligns with this, though, as it reflects that elevated drive. So typically, fast walkers, you're more of a day walker. Blaine. They're low in neuroticism. Neuroticism referring to our worry, our reactivity, our sensitivity to stress. So having low neuroticism would be the opposite. Calm, cool, collected, resilient, and steady, ready to go. Large studies show that emotionally stable people walk faster. It is believed by research this happens because they spend less energy on ruminating and dwelling and move with more confidence and ease. So, walk faster, clear your brain maybe. Troy, you're a fast walker? Well, good, see? You in a fast walk. Got to keep up with them doggos. You're open to new experiences, fast walkers. You may also be more adventurous. Openness to experience is a trait associated with imagination, novelty, curiosity. Although it doesn't directly relate to walking speeds, the novelty and excitement that is characteristic of this trait may lead to walking faster at times, faster pace. And you tend to get along well with others, fast walkers. So, if you're going to interview somebody, watch them walk into the building and say, oh, man, look at him. He doesn't even know if he wants to be here or not. Well, fast walkers may also get along well with others. Agreeableness is a trait associated with warmth, compassion, cooperation. Troy. Individuals high in agreeability may adjust their walking speed to match their walking partner so that they can demonstrate a faster walking pace at times. Right? Good. And last but not least on our fast walkers, you also may be a go-getter. Ambitiousness is a personality trait that's associated with an internal drive to grow and attain meaningful goals. So if you're a goal chaser, individuals may often carry a natural sense of urgency, and therefore a faster walking pace. You might have a tendency to value being efficient, having movement, being focused on their intended target behavior. So good for you, fast walkers. And if you're a regular walker, you find that you're a leisurely pace, maybe, ow, hamstring. Yeah. Oh, man, don't you see, talking about fast walking and I get a cramp. Son of a bitch. I'm going to stretch that out. Boy, that one, you know how sometimes you just bend the leg the wrong way when you tilt, like I tilted a toe and my hamstring went. Son of a bitch. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm going to get back in my chair now. Bring the screen back in. We got a weird gap down here. What's going on? Whoa, whoa. Match the mouth. What time is it? 8:16? Oh, hell yeah. We'll do match mouth, and then we got a smarter than a fifth grader. We're going to trivia yourselves. Look at that guy. Big Mouth. Wasn't that some irreverent anime show on some channel? I don't know. I never watched it. I don't like flappy heads. Here we go, Canadians. It's match the mouth. I'm going to give you the quote and then multiple choice on who said it. You tell me who you think said the quote. The first quote. To me, acting is like a party. It's like a fun thing to do. You don't have to worry. You don't have to agonize about anything. To me, acting is like a party. It's like a fun thing to do. You don't have to worry. You don't have to agonize about anything. Was it Meryl Streep, Steve Martin, Rob Reiner, Lindsay Lohan, or Brad Pitt? Who said it? Meryl Streep, Steve Martin, Rob Reiner, Lindsay Lohan, or Brad Pitt? It is Mick Jagger. Oh, man. He has. Mick Jagger and Sally Field have like the biggest mouths. Plus that one lady on TikTok that can fit like a whole, like she could fit this whole barrel thing in her mouth. Just gets around it. It's kind of hard to look at. Benjamin Franklin. No. Was it Meryl Streep, Steve Martin, Rob Reiner, Lindsay Lohan, or Brad Pitt? To me, acting is like a party. It's a fun thing to do. You don't have to worry. You don't have to agonize about anything. That is attributed to Rob Reiner. Quote number 2. I'm a big Peyton Manning fan. That's the quote. I'm a big Peyton Manning fan. Was it Eli Manning, Kate Hudson, Pete Davidson, Chris Rock, or Antonio Banderas? Who said, I'm a big Peyton Manning fan? Eli Manning, Kate Hudson, Pete Davidson, Chris Rock, Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas, one of my favorite actors. I haven't seen him do anything in a long time, but 4 Rooms. Do you guys ever watch 4 Rooms? Tarantino. Every time I flick a Bic lighter, I think about that movie. All right, who said it? I'm a big Peyton Manning fan. Eli Manning, Kate Hudson, Pete Davidson, Chris Rock, or Antonio Banderas. The correct answer is the very beautiful Kate Hudson. Nope. Kate Hudson said it. Well, I'd hope so. Is she dating him or married to him or something? I don't know who Peyton. I don't know what the relationships are. Kate Hudson, though. Kate Hudson, her brother. I follow her brother on Instagram, TikTok, and so forth because he's hilarious and really he's very open. I think that's what I appreciate about him. And also I appreciate Seth Hudson, who locally is a chiropractor that I need to go see. Last quote and match the mouth, and then we're going to smack out this smarter than a fifth grader. Quote is, meditation is all about the pursuit of nothingness. It's like the ultimate rest. It's better than the best sleep you've ever had. Again, Meditation is all about the pursuit of nothingness. It's like the ultimate rest. It's better than the best sleep you've ever had. Was it Hugh Jackman, Bradley Cooper, Billie Eilish, Jason Bateman, or Marjorie Taylor Greene? Who said it? Hugh Jackman, Bradley Cooper, Billie Eilish, Benjamin Franklin, Jason Bateman, or Marjorie Taylor Greene? Who said meditation is all about the pursuit of nothingness? It's like the ultimate rest. It's better than the best sleep you've ever had. Even on a sleep number bed. They didn't say that part. Was it Hugh Jackman, Bradley Cooper, Billie Eilish, Jason Bateman, or Marjorie Taylor Greene? Jack Hugeman. That should be his alter ego, you know? He should have like a douchebag personality and call him Jack Hugeman. How you doing? I'm Jack Hugeman. Says it's the bait man. It is Dennis. You got it right. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman said it. I could see him saying that. He seems like the kind of guy that would dig into some meditation, you know? Fucking sting, Wolverine, bitches. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? I'm not going to judge you, but this kid will. Psh, look at her. She's like, psh, psh, psh. I probably can't see it, but this is a picture of, this is from the gymnastics squad, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, because she's graduated. But this girl right here, I'll see if I can get it in the camera. Okay, that's Anna. There we go. Doesn't she look like the smart and a fifth grader kid? That one right there. She looks a lot like her. It's hard to tell in that tiny little picture, but every time this comes up, I think about Anna, who is awesome. And she was part of our catfish crew and graduated. Now she's working on her master's, and she's kicking asters, and she's a great human. And a happy Hanukkah to you, Anna. I know you won't see this, but throwing it out there for a sense of completion. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? The following 5 questions come from the standard curriculum of a public school classroom, 5th grade edition, in the United States on National Maple Syrup Day. Answer 4 out of 5, or you have to take back one of your Christmas gifts. Ooh, damn, it's on. I have not read these yet either, so I really hope that I'm not missing an answer or a question or something in here. Sometimes that happens. I think the people who do the show prep for my service that I use, I think they drink at work a lot. If you are like me and you are kind of a stickler for grammar and formatting and document clarity, those kind of things, you'd get a stitch and possibly pop a cell over how the show prep comes out. It's so bad. It's so full of errors and not contextual errors, but just grammatical stuff and sentence breaks and extra periods and spaces between the end of the sentence and the period, and then like 2 periods, like not on ellipses, but just why 2 periods. Oh my God. It makes me itch. So I copy paste everything into a Word document and I clean it up because I'm obsessive like that. Question number 1. In what country is the Big Buddha a major landmark? Is it A, India, B, China, or C, Thailand? In what country is the Big Buddha a major landmark? A, India, B, China, or C, Thailand? Guess away. Thomas Jefferson. It'd be hilarious if I looked down and Thomas Jefferson was actually in these questions, but he is not. Who has the Big Buddha? Is it India, China, or Thailand? The answer is China. I got that one right. Proud of myself. Nope. Oh, shit, Dennis. Well, I don't want you to have to take back your Christmas presents now. I won't hold anybody to it. But no, it's not Thailand. It is China. It seemed like the too easy mode answer, didn't it? Like, oh, no, China's in there, but it's probably not China because that just seems like it's got to be the right answer in this instance. Question number 2. Transpiration. Transpiration is a process in plants that is responsible for A, making food, B, making water, C, losing water. Transpiration is a process in plants responsible for A, making food, B, making water, C, losing water. Transpiration. You're the doctor collecting all the pay. Transpiration. That's when your plants are sweaty. It's getting rid of water. C, losing water. That is the correct answer. Good job. Good job. Okay, this one I'm going to time the answer because you could possibly go look this up real quick or turn around and see it. What is the name of the third Harry Potter book from the series? A, The Chamber of Secrets, B, The Goblet of Fire, or C, The Prisoner of Azkaban? 10 seconds. Third book. The answer is C, The Prisoner of Azkaban. And I honestly couldn't remember. I was thinking that might have been the fourth book, but I think it was Goblet of Fire was the fourth. Was that right? First one was Chamber of Secrets. No, first one was the Sorcerer's Stone and or Philosopher's Stone, depending on which side of the pond, right? And then it was, Goblet of Fire was the one where they had like the Nerd Olympics. But yes, you're correct. Prisoner of Azkaban. Question number 4. How many sides does a heptagon have? Heptagon. Heptagon. Does it have A, 7, B, 8, or C, 9? How many sides on a heptagon? Hep, 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 hep. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It's a ska shape. How many sides are on a heptagon? Is it 7, 8, or 9? I don't know. Yes, I do. But you don't either, and I know you're gonna guess. A heptagon has A, 7 sides. You got it right, Alicia. Happy claps for you. Oh, no, Dennis. You're taking back Christmas presents now. You're screwed. That's an octagon. 8 is octa. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. It's Thunderdome, baby. Question number 5, and our final question in our Smarter Than a Fifth Grader Christmas extravaganza. On what continent is the longest river in the world located? Not what is the river. On what continent is the longest river in the world located? Is it A, South America, B, Africa, dun, 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 or C, North America? A, South America, B, Africa, or C, North America? That's the easy one, I think. Dennis says Sudamerica. Sudamericano. Sudamericana? Sí, señor. No. It is in Toto's land, Africa. I know, the Nile is in Africa. The Amazon River is in South America, but it is not the longest river in the world. It's a lovely river, full of fun and adventure, but it is Africa. Good job, Alicia. Nobody has to take Christmas presents back. I shot the Grinch. Told that bitch back up. All right, it's time for Warm and Fuzzies. You get to keep your Christmas presents and get these old hands. Get these old hands. So before we do Warm and Fuzzies, let's see. Things to touch on today real quick. Show Friday, yes, and then we're done. Till next season. May pop on with some TikToks and things, but we'll be into the heat of the holidays. Funky Butt Brass Band this weekend. I don't know if Delmar Hall live streams any of the Funky Butt stuff or not, so you may want to check that out and see if it's up there. I know like the Sean Kanan and the Voodoo Players, when they do their stuff, they live stream, but I think that's them live streaming it, so I don't know what Delmar Hall might do. But Funky Butt this weekend shows Friday night, Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon. And if you can't make any of those and you're going to be around the 23rd, they're doing another one on the 23rd. I just won't be there. But you can be there. My family and I will be at TSO. We're going to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra on Tuesday, 23rd. And hopefully meet Al Petrelli, one of the founders and the guy I've interviewed a few times. And really nice guy. So that's my Christmas spirit kick-in is music, baby. That is what lights it up for me, music and the season of goodness and graciousness. And even though my family is small now, as we consider all the things, we will be getting together and having a holly jolly sumbitch. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good Christmas. Yeah, we'll say the rest for Friday. All right, let's get into these warm and fuzzies. And then I'll let you go for your day. NBC says a New Jersey woman's dog recently went missing for 9 days. Oh, heartbreaking when your animals disappear. When your babies are gone for hours, you freak out, right? For 9 days. Yeah, Alicia, seriously, honestly, and sincerely praying for your health, that you get over the hump on this stuff. You've had your ass kicked. Just go month, Just it's time. It's time for the divine hammer to knock that shit out you and let you stretch out. Yeah, not be sick. So her dog went missing for 9 days. Samira Gross was stressed out. A drone company actually found her dog named Dakota. Gross paid $350 for the drone service to go out and hunt the dog with the drone. She is grateful for that priceless outcome. She says Dakota ran off while chasing another dog at a park. If I had a nickel for every time my kids did that. But yeah, I went chasing a dog and disappeared. But the drone found the dog. I think that's cool. I don't know how that works. I have a drone. I mean, you can fly over and look at stuff, but that's you got to be have a pretty good eye. Go find a dog that way. You know what I mean? Maybe you had like thermal ID. It could at least narrow things down to dog-sized heated objects. I don't know. Sweet reunion indeed. I was very blessed. Both of my kids popped out of carry in good shape, fully grown, sprouted out, washed them off, smacked them on the ass, and sent them home. A lot of parents, and maybe some of you, have had to deal with NICU babies, neonatal intensive care unit, right? The tiny, tiny babies. Oh my gosh. Some of them are so small and prematurely born. So that incredible technology, those teams of doctors in the NICUs, we got a level 3 NICU here in Cape at St. Francis, and I can't even speak to how awesome those doctors are. Dr. Paul Caruso, hats off to you, sir. Anyway, KSL says staffers at Utah's Ogden Regional Medical Center recently welcomed Santa to the NICU unit. He spread holiday cheer to the families in need. Parents were overjoyed to see Santa come visit the babies. And if you know a family that has to deal with that in a NICU side of things, obviously any hospital stay is an incredible expense, but a NICU stay, it's incredibly expensive. So, if you can help them out, fundraise for them, something like that, might be a good way to do something good for the holidays, I love the stories you see, like a little old lady knit a bunch of tiny little, like, elf-sized beanies and gave them to the NICU for the wee little babies. Keep their little heads warm, the softest alpaca yarn or whatever. Maybe if you can knit or crochet, just make some things for the babies at the hospital, I think that'd be sweet. Maybe we'll do a warm and fuzzy on you. Finally, a very faithful husband, because he could have kept it. United Press International says a Maryland woman recently sent her husband out to go buy a Powerball ticket. George, go get the Powerball tickets. The drawing's in 2 hours. Okay, honey. And he did. Guess what? They won $50,000. She was shocked and elated. And he was at work. She could have took the money and run, This here's a story about this lady married to this guy. Won the lottery and decided not to fly. Pa-pa. She called her husband at work, broke the news. The couple plans to put some of their prize money towards a vacation with their grandchildren. I hope they take their children along, but I can understand if they only want to take the grandbabies. But that's cool. Good for them. My stomach feels better than it did when we started the show. So thank you guys for your digital medicine that you poured at my face today. It's just proof that your mental health affects your physical health. I'm going to go and try to blow my nose again here in a little bit, but I'll see you guys Friday, okay? Enjoy the rest of your week. If you are a blood donor and you have not donated in a while, make it a point before the end of the year to donate blood with the American Red Cross, okay? redcrossblood.org. Go to the website, put your zip code in the little search bar, and it will show you where you can donate close to you. There's no bullshit excuses or anything. Look there at Bob's Save-A-Lot. They're doing a blood drive today. I'll go donate. And then you can go do the Fast Pass. You can do all that shit online. And if you're like, the worst thing about donating blood is when they prick your finger. And that shit hurts for like days. They don't prick your finger anymore. They just got a little clippy thing that's like, I'm smarter than a needle. And it reads O2 and all that shit they need. And you're good. So donate blood. All right? Every time you donate, you save up to 3 lives. It's not just emergencies. Like, that's my first thought. I'm like, I'm donating blood because some dude was fighting a knight and it cut off his arm. And then he had to go to the hospital. Well, my blood's there for him. There's also elective surgeries and medically necessitated emergencies and surgeries and cancer treatments and so many things that uses your blood. So donate. They're always low. It's always low because there's like hardly any of us donate blood. You need to donate blood. You're a human. Help the other humans. You can smoke weed and donate blood. It's okay. You can have a tattoo and donate blood. It's okay. Bust the myths up. Go to redcrossblood.org and read the FAQs, okay? As long as you don't offer a money-back guarantee, Dennis, you're legally okay. All right. Happy Wednesday, guys. Be nice humans and stay dry and warm as you get through the rain tomorrow morning, and I will see you guys on Friday right back here in the studio for one last